Welcome back to Global Bike Buzz, the place where we go beyond the spec sheets and the press releases to really feel what these machines are about. Today we have something truly special, a bike that doesn't just idea it roars. It intimidates, and it makes you want to throw away your car keys forever. We're talking about the 2026 Yamaha VMAX V4 1800. For decades, the VMAX name has stood for raw muscle, unapologetic styling, and a riding experience that borders on addictive. Yamaha has taken everything enthusiasts loved about the older VMAX models and pushed it further, creating a motorcycle that feels modern, futuristic, and yet still connected to its legendary roots. When you first see the bike in person, it's almost overwhelming. Pictures don't do justice to the sheer physicality of this machine. Standing in front of it, you're greeted by a face that's equal parts menacing and futuristic. The LED headlight cluster glows like the eyes of some cybernetic creature, and the sharp lines around it give the impression that the bike is about to lunge forward at any moment. The front suspension is beefy, with inverted forks that look like they were borrowed from a superbike, and the wheel design adds to the overall aggressiveness. Yamaha clearly didn't want the front to just be functional, it's a statement piece. The moment you lock eyes with the VMAX from the front, you know it's not just another cruiser, it's something else entirely. Walking to the side of the bike reveals its real muscle. That massive V4 engine is tucked tightly into the frame, and Yamaha has given it just enough exposure to remind you what's hiding in there. The tank is sculpted, wide and aggressive, flowing seamlessly into the rider's seat. The balance of sharp lines and flowing curves is classic Yamaha, designated bold yet refined. The 4x2 exhaust system is impossible to ignore, with its metallic finish and aggressive angle, sending a clear message that this bike was made to be heard just as much as it was made to be seen. You can practically feel the rumble before you even press the starter button. The side profile is so muscular that you almost feel guilty calling it a cruiser. It looks more like a power machine designed to blur categories. As you move around to the back, the bike takes on an even more aggressive posture. The tail section is short and sharp, making it look like it's permanently crouched, ready to sprint. The integrated LED tail light keeps things sleek, while the massive rear tire dominates the look. That tire doesn't just look wide for show, it gives you traction and stability when the engine unleashes its fury. The swingarm design is beefy, showing off Yamaha's confidence in the bike's strength. Even the passenger seat has been designed carefully, and not just an afterthought, but something that looks comfortable while still maintaining the streamlined design. From the rear, the VMAX almost looks like a drag bike ready to launch, and that's exactly the feeling Yamaha wants to evoke. But of course, all this design is built around one central monster, the engine. The 1800cc V4 is an evolution of Yamaha's legendary power plants. With this configuration, you get the best of both worlds: low-end torque that slams you back in your seat and high-end power that doesn't quit. It's liquid-cooled, tuned for both blistering performance and long-distance reliability, and paired with a ride-by-wire throttle that responds instantly. Twist the grip, and the bike doesn't hesitate, it leaps. That's what makes the VMAX such a legend. You're not waiting for power to build, you're managing it from the very first twist. On the road, the performance is staggering. This is not a bike you casually roll on and forget you're riding. The acceleration is brutal, almost violent, and yet Yamaha has engineered it to feel controlled. 0 to 60 happens in the blink of an eye, and even as you climb higher in the rev range, the VMAX just keeps pulling. The gearbox is precise, offering smooth shifts that can handle both relaxed cruising and aggressive downshifts when you're riding hard. Yamaha has clearly put effort into the balance of this machine. The weight distribution feels natural, so despite the bike's size, it never feels clumsy. Handling is another pleasant surprise. Many people expect a bike this powerful and this heavy to be difficult in corners, but Yamaha has tuned the suspension and geometry so that it actually feels nimble. You can throw it into corners with confidence, and the wide tires give you grip that inspires trust. The suspension, a fully adjustable setup, eats up road imperfections while still remaining firm enough to handle aggressive riding. Braking performance is just as impressive, with radial-mounted calipers and advanced ABS bringing the bike to a stop quickly without drama. And of course, Yamaha has included a suite of electronic rider aids: traction control, selectable riding modes, stability assist, and even launch control for those who want to experience pure adrenaline off the line. The electronics suite isn't just about performance, it's also about giving riders choice. You can set the bike up for relaxed touring, with softer throttle response and traction control dialed up for safety, or you can put it into full sport mode, unleashing every bit of the V4's fury. This dual personality is what makes the VMAX stand out. It's not just a one-trick pony, it's versatile enough to satisfy different moods and different riders. Now, let's talk about the sound, because the VMAX isn't just something you see or a idea, it's something you feel with your ears and chest. The exhaust note from that V4 is deep, guttural, and addictive. At idle, it rumbles with authority, but open the throttle and it turns into a metallic roar that echoes through your bones. It's not obnoxious, it's tuned. Every rev tells you this bike was designed to be an experience, not just a mode of transport. When it comes to comfort, Yamaha hasn't forgotten the rider. The seat is plush enough for long rides, with supportive padding that helps reduce fatigue. The handlebars are positioned perfectly to balance comfort and control, and the foot pegs allow for a natural riding position. Even the passenger has been given thought, with enough space and cushioning to make two-up riding enjoyable. Yamaha clearly wants this to be more than a drag strip warrior, it's also a long-distance cruiser when you want it to be. Of course, a bike like this comes at a premium. The 2026 Yamaha VMAX V4 1800 isn't cheap, and it's not meant to be. Depending on where you are in the world, pricing will vary, but you can expect it to land in the upper tier of Yamaha's lineup, competing directly with other muscle cruisers and high-performance machines from Harley-Davidson, Ducati, and BMW. While the price tag may feel steep, it's important to remember what you're getting: a bike that combines cutting-edge design, insane performance, and legendary heritage. For enthusiasts, it's not just about buying a motorcycle, it's about owning a piece of history, a machine that represents Yamaha's engineering at its most extreme. And that brings us to the essence of what the VMAX is. This bike has always been about attitude, about making a statement on the road. The 2026 model takes that spirit and amplifies it with modern technology and engineering brilliance. It's a bike that turns heads, demands respect, and delivers a ride that you simply don't forget. So who is this bike for? It's for riders who want more than just a means of transportation. It's for people who want every ride to feel like an event. It's for those who love power, but also appreciate refinement. And most importantly, it's for those who believe riding should be an experience that excites every sense. As we wrap up, the 2026 Yamaha VMAX V4 1800 stands as a worthy successor to the legacy, pushing the boundaries of what a muscle cruiser can be. It's bold, it's brutal, and it's beautiful. If you're looking for something that will make every ride memorable, this is the machine to do it. Yamaha has once again proven they know how to make motorcycles that stir passion and ignite adrenaline. Thank you for joining us here at Global Bike Buzz for this deep dive into the 2026 Yamaha VMAX V4 1800. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more in-depth motorcycle reviews, and let us know in the comments